את השר עטף בשחור, מצפון ועד תימן אין קרן לו. אור זרוע לצדיק ולישרי לב שמחה. 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 לצדיק ולישרי לב שמחה.
Page 4.
שוב הרבד נוהר במבעות עפר ועולה העבר בשבילי עפר וההר קוצמת עם בלים מלווה את משך הצללים. ערב בא, ערב בא, שוב הרוח לוהש בין גדרות גנים וצמרת הראש כבר נעמוד ימים והרגע כתף הפעות עוד נושקות קניים אחרונות. ערב בא, ערב בא, שוב המרד חולף
please rise as we welcome in the Sabbath. If you want to come together. We say together, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. And on this Shabbat, we're delighted to be able to ask God to bless Caroline on the occasion of her special birthday. Wow. Rabbi David Goldberg was able to perform a marriage blessing for Alan and Caroline just a few years ago. And now the two of you have come up onto this bima. We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You give of your wisdom to flesh and blood. Author of life, our times are in your hand. We thank you for the blessing of life and for everything that enriches our lives. We turn to you now with special gratitude to share in the happiness of Caroline and her family as she celebrates her birthday. Be with her now and always. May she be blessed with health and happiness and with the strength to overcome any sickness or sorrow you may meet. And as we ask God to bless you, well, you don't really need too much of a blessing tonight because you've also got your son here and future daughter-in-law coming here. It's all very fresh. Fresh news. I didn't have time to tell you about this one. And so also that is just the best present that any parent could want. But also to come up and to feel the sacredness of being together in community, in feeling just how special, how awesome that is. For you, Adonai Ozler Mo Yitain, Adonai Yvarech et Amo Vashalom. May God always grant you strength and bring you wholeness and completeness throughout your life. And for all of you together, we sing together. Baruch
atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
Eternal God, for giving us moments in life when we can celebrate together. Would you please be seated, and we turn to page 6. And at a time when our joys are commingled with our sorrows as well, we're joined together by our twin communities in Ukraine that I was with earlier, and to feel their incredible, palpable energy was quite remarkable. We all need to welcome into our life special angels who come and celebrate with us, but also provide us with the hugs, the cuddles that we need as well. So please sing with me.
Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, Sektehem l'shalom, sektehem l'shalom, malachei hashalom. Malachei elyon, malachei elyon, mimelech malachei hamlahim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
We turn over the page to page 10. Is Moshe
Yom HaShabbat, Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Is Moshe Yom HaShabbat, Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Uzamelech Shimcha Elyon, Uzamelech Shimcha Elyon. להקיא בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני.
Please rise.
Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Please be seated. On page 12, we read together, "Come, let us bless the intelligence and order that fills all of nature, the laws by which evening twilight falls, the wisdom we perceive in the motions of the heavens, the understanding we can grasp at the way times vary and seasons change, and stars and planets will by nature in the courses in the sky. Night unfailingly follows day, light fades into darkness, and darkness yields to light. Day passes and night falls, as our bodies and minds distinguish between day and night. While the hosts of heaven shine in splendor, we bless the glory of nature, which brings on the evening." And we continue, "Ahavat olam beit Yisrael, amacha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadata. Halkein Adonai Eloheinu, b'shochbeinu uv'kumenu, nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha uv'mitzvotecha, le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu, uvehem negeh yomam v'layla. V'avatecha al tasor mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael." And because I've forgotten to give out mitzvot for opening the Ark, we probably ought to go. You two are now old hands, so Kelly and Andre, if you want to come up, and Ellie and Cal, if you want to come up as well, as our latest married couple in the synagogue as well. Why don't you all come up and we can celebrate love with all of you. Would you please rise? Initiative, and if you want to open up.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod, Malchuto Le'olam.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod, Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam, Leolam Vaed.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad.
Va'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, v'chol levavecha, u'v'chol nafshecha, u'v'chol ma'odecha, v'hayu ha'marim ha'eleh, asher anochi matzavecha hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, u'v'lechtecha v'aderech, u'v'shochbecha u'v'kumecha, u'gshautam le'ot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot beineinecha, u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, u'vish arecha. Please be seated. And on page 17.
Hamocha ba'ali Adonai, mi kamocha neta b'kodesh, nora tehilo, oseh fele, lai 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 la lai lai
Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, v'ne'emar, ki fada Adonai et Yaakov u'ga'alo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch ata Adonai, ga'al Yisrael.
Shivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'cholidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Ashivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'cholidenu malkeinu l'chaim.
On this Shabbat, we read out a special prayer for the state of Israel, written by one of my colleagues from the Israel Movement for Progressive Judaism. Rock and champion of Israel, please bless the state of Israel, first fruit of the flourishing of the fruit of our redemption. Guard it in the abundance of your love. Spread over it the shelter of your peace. Send forth your light and truth to those who lead and judge it, and to those who hold elective office, establishing in them, through your presence, wise counsel, that they may walk in the way of justice, freedom, and integrity. Strengthen the hand of those who guard our holy land. Let them inherit salvation and life, and give peace to the land and perpetual joy to its inhabitants. Point for a blessing all our kindred of the house of Israel in all the lands of their dispersion. Plant in their hearts a love of Zion. For all our people everywhere, may God be with them, and may they have the opportunity to come up to the land. Cause your Spirit's influence to emanate upon all dwellers of our holy land. Remove from their midst hatred and enmity, jealousy and wickedness. Plant in their hearts love and kinship, peace and friendship, and soon fulfill the vision of your prophet. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation. Let them no longer learn ways of war. And let us say, Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al kol yoshvei tevel.
Please rise. And we read together, Adonai safatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu. Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov. Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanura, El Elyon. Gomel chasadim tovim v'konei hakol. V'zocher chastei avot ve'imachot. U'mevig ula livnei v'neihem, למען שמו באחווה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. את גיבורה לעולם שדי, מחיה מתים את רבה להושיע, משיבה הרוח ומורידה הגשם, מזריחה השמש ומורידה הטל, מכלכלת חיים בחסד, מחיה מתים ברחמים רבים, סומכת נופלים ורופאת חולים, ומתירה אסורים, ומקיימת אמונתה לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעלת גבורות, ומי דומה לך, גבורה מינתה ומחיה ומצמיחה ישועה, ונאמנה את להחיות מתים, ברוכה את שדי, מחיה המתים. קדוש אתה ונורא שמך, ואין לנו אלוה מבלעדיך. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated. Shamru
B'nai Yisrael et HaShabbat, la'asot et HaShabbat, לדורותם ברית עולם, ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
We turn over the page and continue together. Our God and God of our ancestors, may our rest on this day be pleasing in your sight. In your gracious love, Eternal One, let the holiness of your Sabbath enter our hearts, and may all Israel who hallow your name be exalted by its peace. We praise you, Eternal One, for the holiness of the Sabbath. Eternal God, be gracious to your people Israel, and in your love accept their prayers. May our worship now and always be acceptable in your sight. We praise you, O God, whom alone we worship in reverence. Modim anachnu lach, שאתה הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו לעולם ועד. צור חיינו מגן אישנו, אתה הוא לדור ודור. נודה לך ונספר תהילתך, על חיינו המסורים בידיך, ועל נשמותינו הבקודות לך, ועל ניסיך שבכל יום עמנו, ועל נפלותיך וטובותיך, שבכל עת, ערב ובוקר וצהריים. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha u'lacha na'eh lechodot. And over the page, supreme source of peace, grant true and lasting peace to your people Israel. For it is good in your sight that your people Israel and all peoples may be blessed at all times with your gift of peace. Praise you, O God, the source of peace.
Shalom bimromav, ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol b'nei Adam.
We now rise for the concluding prayers of this service. Aleinu l'shabach l'adon hakol, l'atei gdula liyotzeh b'reishit, asher sam chelkeinu li'ached et shemo, v'gor aleinu l'hamlich malchuto. On this day, let us dedicate ourselves anew to the task that our ancestors tried in all their higher moments to fulfill, to bring nearer a time when all your children will understand that they are brothers and sisters, so that one in spirit and fellowship, they may be forever united before you. Then shall your sovereignty be established on earth, and the words of your prophet shall be fulfilled.
Adonai, Melech Adonai, Malach Adonai, Yimloch le'olam va'ed.
On this Shabbat, we remember those who died in recent days. Our member Tony Harris, the husband of Sandra, Michael Yoav, who was killed, best friends of Michael, and Avia and Yanai, the relatives of Deborah Rafalin, confirmed dead this week, and we think of Yanai's sister Liel and aunt Ayelet, who are still missing. We also recall the yard sites of those whose yard sites fall on this Shabbat. Inga Badian, the mother of Alice and Lisa. Antonia and Leon Poderets, the parents of Nellie Kleins, and Frederica, Nellie's sister. Jeff Moss, the brother of Leslie, uncle of Robin, Pip, and Davina. Lillian Cooper, the mother of Adele Slifkin. Leah Fresco Bars, the grandmother of Duffy Aarons. Sue Bisham, the wife of George and mother of Russell and Mark. Yetta Harris. Morris Angel, the father of Carol Jordan. Pat David, the wife of Simon and mother of Belinda Rose. Rose Loie Konigsberg, the mother of Mimi, grandmother of Jenny and Sarah. And Rosemary White, friends of Mum and many in the synagogue. Zecher Tzadikim Livracha. May their memories be for us a blessing always. We recite and join our voices together in mourning at this time. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach Yerutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, b'agalau v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mavarach le'olam u'lalmei amaya, yiparach v'ishtabach v'yitpa'ah v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitada v'yitalei v'yitalal shemei d'kudusha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran balma v'imru amen. Yehesh lama Rabbah min shemaya, Chaim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Osei shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael, v'yal kol b'nei Adam, v'imru. Please be seated.
Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Osei shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al Israel ve'yimaru. Amen.
For those who are regulars, you'll be wondering why we concluded the service very, very quickly tonight. It's because in balancing everything that we're experiencing at the moment, I wanted to make sure that we had the opportunity to mourn, to be together as community in our sadness, and at the same time to do what we need to do, which is to celebrate with brides and grooms and all those young people who are here with us as well, and to celebrate a special birthday. And also that we had booked Ethan to come here this evening and actually to speak to this week's Torah portion, which Ethan has put together the most incredible pieces of music and words which explores the portion. For those of you who don't want that, he's not going to take offense if you don't want to be here. That's fine. And at the same time, if you want to now just allow yourself just a little bit of peace and quiet as well, just to float off, just as Noah floated off with family and animals on an ark. This synagogue is called the Ark Synagogue. We're joined tonight by our Teva congregation. That's the Hebrew word for Noah's Ark, the Teva, in Lviv this evening, just as we joined our joint twin community in Lutsk earlier on. If you wish to hop on the Ark right now, hopefully to feel held, to experience something different, to maybe take your mind to another place, a gentler place right now, then we're going to hand over to Ethan. We're also going to hand over the lead, so if you want to turn me off at the moment and hand that over. This is a very special piece which Ethan wrote and which he very kindly invited me to support him in presenting at Limud last year. Over to you.
Thank you very much. What a lovely introduction. Thank you, Aaron. Very quickly, my name's Ethan Kelly. I'm a member of Kingston Liberal Synagogue. And as Aaron said, I wrote these songs. They're about the story of Noah's Ark, with original songs that I wrote and some readings from the book of Genesis. I really hope you enjoy it. It's sort of asking questions about climate change. I really hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much. And Aaron, could I be really rude and ask that you pass the book to me so I've got it just as a safety blanket? Thank you. Okay. Fantastic.
God saw that the people on earth were very wicked, and that all the imaginings of their heart were always of evil only. God regretted that God had made humankind on the earth. It grieved God's heart. And God said, I will wipe out humankind whom I have created from the whole earth. And not only human beings, but animals, creeping things, and birds in the air, for I regret that I ever made them. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations. And Noah walked with God. Noah was 600 years old at the start of this story. He found grace in the sight of the Eternal. Here is the history of Noah.
Thank you very much. Excellent. This first song is called My Name's Noah. My name's Noah and I'm perfect and I never get things wrong. You're perfect for coming, so please hear my perfect song. I do just as I'm told, no need to think outside the box. I always keep the Sabbath, won't covet my neighbour's ox. But on the earth the seas are rising with these floods across the bay. But I don't give it much thought because it happens far away. And life's a whole lot easier when you look out for you. So I focus all my efforts on what I am told to do. My name's Noah, age 600, and I lived for hundreds more. You're not supposed to take that literally, that's not what these songs are for. My name's Noah and I'm perfect and I have the perfect home. 3 kids and a wife, I never have to be alone. So step out to my garden where I keep and tend my trees, sheltering the creeping things, the bugs, the birds, the bees. But on the earth it has been raining and the plants are all washed out. Saturated fields mean that the harvests are in doubt. But of course my crops are fine and all the water's down the drain. I'm bringing in my grains to eat, it's ploughing time again. My name's Noah, age 600, and I lived for hundreds more. Some say I started human history, millions look on me with awe. My name's Noah and I'm perfect and I've been perfect since birth. Born to save the world, that's why they put me on the earth. So I'll focus on what's right and true, try not to read the news. And I'll fix what I can fix, and surely that way we can't lose. So on earth the climate's changeable, but none of it's my fault. You see, some natural disasters think we're all wrong by default. But it's still the earth I love, with friends and neighbours and the rest. And if I think about it hard, I get this feeling in my chest. My name's Noah, age 600, and I lived for hundreds more. And I feel that something's changing, but don't know what's next in store. And I'm here to tell a story based on one you've heard before.
In his generation, Noah was a righteous man and wholehearted. Noah walked with God. Noah fathered 3 sons. God said to Noah, "The end of all living beings has come before me, for because of them, the earth is filled with violence. I will destroy them along with the earth. Make yourself an ark. You are to make the ark with rooms and cover it with pitch, both outside and inside. Then I myself will bring the flood of water over the earth to destroy from under heaven every living thing that breathes. Everything on earth will be destroyed. But I will establish my covenant with you. You will come into the ark, you, your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you. From everything living, from each kind of living being, you are to bring 2 into the ark, to keep them alive with you. Of each kind of bird, each kind of livestock, and each kind of animal creeping on the ground, 2 are to come to you, so that they can be kept alive. Also take from all the kinds of food that are eaten and collect it for yourself. It is to be food for you and for them. This is what Noah did. He did all that God ordered him to do.
Some ominous twiddling on my guitar. This next song, we meet Noah again, and he's thinking about what's going to happen after the flood. It's called Unprepared. Ask me all your questions, head of your tribe, offspring of Methuselah, the elder man, so wise. So you ask me, when the rains come, will I lose what I have grown? And you ask me, when the rains stop, what will I do for a home? And I say, we'll pack the ark with seeds and grain stored deep inside. And I say that when the rains cease, then the Lord, he will provide. But I don't have the answers, and the truth is that I'm scared. So I put more of my faith in God, but still I'm unprepared. No master builder with no long-term plan. Yes, I commune with God, but as a solitary man. So you ask me of the fate of those on earth that we can't save, and how will you make the lions and the cheetahs all behave? So I say that it's God's will that all those left on earth shall die, and we'll keep the beasts upon the ark apart, or at least we'll try. But I don't have the answers, and the truth is that I'm scared. So I put more of my faith in God, but still I'm unprepared. Adonai Echad, eternal God above us, eternal God, please hear our prayer. Can't take more questions, I'll lose my mind, 'cause I've got an ark to build and the animals to find. Still you ask me, how is all this rain and flooding really fair? Think of those we'll lose inside your heart, do you really care? So I'm stumbling upon my words until in the end I go. How can you ask me that? And how am I supposed to know? 'Cause I don't have the answers, and the truth is that I'm scared. So I put more of my faith in God, but still I'm unprepared. Adonai Echad, eternal God above us, eternal God, please hear our prayer.
To introduce some audience participants.
Oh yeah, that would be good. Okay, so this bit we want to try and recreate the sound of rain. Put my guitar down. So if everybody could click their fingers very gently. If I move my hand there, start clicking your fingers gently if I have it right there. And I move my hand up and it's a bit louder, and it's a bit louder. And if everyone's clicking their fingers, maybe start stamping your feet around there. That roughly creates the sound of a rainstorm. So watch my hand, and when I do that, everybody stops.
On the seventh day of the second month of the 600th year of Noah's life, all the foundations of the great deep were broken up, and the windows of the sky were opened, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. On that same day, Noah entered the ark with his family. Every animal of every species, all the livestock of every species, every animal that creeps on the ground of every species, and every bird of every species. Once they were all aboard the ark, God shut them inside. The flood was 40 days on the earth. The water grew higher and floated the ark so that it was lifted up off the earth. The water overpowered the earth mightily. All the high mountains over the entire sky were covered. All living beings that moved on the earth perished. Birds, livestock, other animals, insects, and every human being. Everything in whose nostrils was the breath of the spirit of life. Whatever was on dry land died. Only Noah was left, along with those who were with him on the ark. The water held power over the earth for 150 days.
Thank you, Aaron. So we join Noah again. This time he's just about to board the ark, and then he's aboard the ark. This song's called Safe from the Storm. I need to tune my guitar one more time. I'd never seen a flood, and it wasn't blue, but rather different shades of mud. Waves crashing upon the ark with a mighty thud. I helped my family aboard. Not like in some cartoon, and not neatly all in 2 by 2, but swarms of wild animals chasing after you. I helped the animals aboard. I looked out across, but that can't be. It seems the floods have washed out that town across the sea. Those people, they looked up to me, but I still had to get myself aboard. In the rain, I'm not sure where I am. I tripped and fell, that's when I swam and dragged myself aboard the boat. Divinely it began to float. They flood into my mind, the names of those we left behind. All people have some good, could it be God misunderstood? So I ask the Almighty Father, how could you allow this great disaster? How now I'm lonely, frightened, but reasonably warm. Keep us sheltered and safe from the storm. People tend to say life on the ark's okay, but how are they to know the trouble with these beasts in tow? The squawking day and night, and to get just 2 of each kind right. From all the fowl with wings to all the tiny creeping things. So I ask the Almighty Father, can I help avert that next disaster? How now I'm lonely, frightened, increasingly warm. Keep us sheltered and safe from the storm. But what good's perfection to maintain, if only you and yours remain? But all at sea, nowhere to hide, so I cast these anxious thoughts aside. Another starry night descends. Is this where my story ends? Not if I send out my dove to find the earth that I still love. So I ask the Almighty Father, I'll be sure to spot that next disaster. How? Now? How? Now? I'm lonely, frightened, and unseasonably warm. Keep us sheltered and safe from the storm. Keep us sheltered and safe from the storm.
God remembered Noah and every living thing and all the livestock with him in the ark. So God caused a wind to pass over the earth, and the water began to go down. After 40 days, Noah opened the window of the ark and sent out a dove to see if the water had gone from the surface of the earth. The dove came back to him in the evening, and there in her mouth was a freshly plucked olive leaf. So Noah knew that the water had cleared from the earth. By the first day of the first month of the 601st year of Noah's life, the water had dried up from the earth. Noah removed the covering of the ark and looked, and yes, the surface of the ground was dry. God said to Noah, "Go out from the ark and bring out every living thing you have with you, people, birds, livestock, and every animal that creeps on the earth, so that they can be fruitful and multiply. I will never again curse the ground because of humankind, nor will I ever again destroy all things as I have done. So long as the earth exists, sowing time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter will not cease. Here's a sign of the covenant I'm making between myself and you and every living creature for all generations to come. I am putting my rainbow in the cloud. It will be there as a sign of the covenant I am making between myself and the earth." Noah became a farmer and was the first to plant a vineyard. One night he drank so much wine that he got drunk and lay uncovered in his tent.
Thank you very much. People often forget that bit, but it's really in Genesis. This next bit has another little bit of audience participation, so if you want, you just have to sing after me, with me. I'll sing 1, 2, 3, 4, and we all sing "God, Please Forgive Me" together. But let me just get the note before I teach you that. D minor. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. God, please forgive me. So we can try that all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. God, please
forgive me.
Very nice. Very nice singing. Okay, here we go. Speaking to you gently, you know I don't want to yell. 1, 2, 3, 4. God, please forgive me. 'Cause I've had a wine or two, I wonder, can you tell? 1, 2, 3, 4. God, please forgive me. But now I'm feeling sad and I am sat here on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. God, please forgive me. 'Cause many people perished and I feel I let them down. 1, 2, 3, 4. God, please forgive me. When others were in need, I know I barely made a sound. 1, 2, 3, 4. God, please forgive me. And why did I save those things that creep upon the ground? 1, 2, 3, 4. God, please forgive me. Saw the earth was changing, but I made no change at all. 1, 2, 3, 4. God, please forgive me. Maybe being perfect didn't help me after all. 1, 2, 3, 4. God, please forgive me. Adonai Echad, eternal God above us, eternal God, please hear our prayer.
Noah's middle son saw his father shamefully exposed, went out and told his brothers. The brothers took a cloak, put it over their shoulders, and walking backward, went in and covered their naked father. Their faces were turned away, so they did not see their father lying there, shamefully exposed. After the flood, Noah lived another 350 years. Noah finally died when he was 950 years old.
Thank you. We're coming up to the final song. Noah's not in the story anymore, so this is my message to you. To do some more twiddling around on my guitar and then we can have dinner.
By the Ark community in Lviv as well.
Thank you. Thank you very much for joining me online. So this is called What Happens Now. Okay. Some think Noah's in heaven now, sat proudly on his cloud, tuning in and out our noise. The years have passed, we're still quite loud, and the weather's changing all again, with God's rage not to blame. And I want to think like Noah did, head in the sand. It's all a game and I don't feel like a hero. I don't know what to proclaim, but if we blow our chances, wouldn't that be such a shame? Oh my Lord God, what happens now? But if we talk of nature, practically it starts sounding rather twee. Thinking on what Noah saved, the creeping things, the bumblebee. But the point still stands, there's less of these, with species now bereft. And such a huge task still remains, to cultivate what we have left. And I'm certainly no hero, watch the countryside in flames. But if we blow our chances, wouldn't that be such a shame? Oh my Lord God, what 'cause our time upon the earth is short. It's like a shooting star. Protecting what we see as ours will only get us oh so far. And I want to help improve things, and I want to be more brave. To fill the ark, and we'll find it hard, but we'll learn to change how we behave. 'Cause we all must be the heroes, a certainty and not an aim. To multiply the life on earth, help nature to reclaim. Oh my Lord God, it happens now. Thank you.
Ethan, thank you so much for beautifying our evening and making this a Kabbalat Shabbat, a really beautiful and oneg, a joy for all of us. If you're out there, please to come into our Kiddush Zoom room and join us right now. Graham, if you can just come and get the Kiddush in from the back, if you don't mind. Thank you very much indeed, and hand around the wines, etc. It's just behind you. And for all of you, Shabbat Shalom, Mazel Tov, for those who are remembering yahrzeits or recent deaths, when we can give you a big hug right now. I know a lot are joining online, but also in the sanctuary as well. Do you want to come up to the front, please? And if you bring all of the wine and the bread to the front, and we can all come together to make Kiddush now. Richard, if you're able to get the camera down, you can get the camera down, but if not, don't worry about it. Ethan, you got some wine underneath there.
I do have wine underneath.
You got wine. Have we got it here? There's a cup underneath there. So please do come to the front, and so we can be together. Shabbat Shalom to those joining us now in our room as well, from Cape Cod and all around. Shabbat Shalom, please do come and gather around. There we go, you're always in the front.